couldn't do a step-up plan, Judge, so.
I'd like to do some Zoom calls for now so you can get out there. I mean, do you think you can get out there sometime this winter?
Well, the parenting plan that we had before gave me a weekend every month with her.
Right, well, I can't really make that happen without, I mean, I don't know I assume you guys have some financial constraints. I don't know that for a fact, but most people in front of me do. You know, I mean, it gets kind of pricey bringing the kid back and forth. I wouldn't want to start, I mean, normally, Mrs. Springer, I wouldn't want to start up anything without you guys having, you know, some of these Zoom calls to start.
But I don't understand why my custody is being taken, why any of it should be taken, and start off with Zoom calls.
Well,
that doesn't make sense to me.
The first reason would be because, I mean, she lives there and she wants to stay there.
So that's fine.
Get anywhere near, you know, what you used to have.
No, but I had a judgment agreement in place where I got my fair amount of time with her.
And I'm not opposed to that. Because we're going to have to kind of, the logistics of it get a little daunting. Is she in any sports or anything? Or?
She's currently in theater. And then she's also wanting to join up to be assistant manager with the softball team.
That's fine.
And I thought that was kind of...
Theater is good. Is there a play coming up? Is there one that's out there?
Yes, there's 4 plays coming up this weekend.
Is she in it or is she on the stage?
No, she's a makeup designer.
Yeah, because normally the part talk of the senior, right, I guess.
She wants to stay off stage. She wants to be in the bank.
Well, it's too bad we can't get Mrs. Springer up there this weekend. Well, so that's what I want to do. I want to start off doing some of these Zoom calls, Mrs. Springer, and then get you up there to go see her. I mean, when do you think you might be able to make it up there?
I don't understand why I can't have my judgment back in place where it was.
No.
Where I get my time in the summer with her, my other spring break, you know, my 50% custody time with her.
Well, I thought that's what she does. She doesn't want to do that, is that right?
That's correct, Judge.
But that doesn't mean I shouldn't have it in place. I'm not going to force her to do anything she don't want to do. If she doesn't want to come spend the summer with me, then that's fine. But to take that away from me is for no reason.
I understand your point. I'm just trying to think how I would write that.
She's a 15-year-old kid. If we were going off what she wanted in the first place, none of this would be here today. We would have never done any of this because she didn't want to go with her dad originally. So that should be not even on the table when we're considering my custody of her.
Well, what if we write something like this? Let me kick this around. You know, mom should have visitation up to, and then whatever you guys agree on, and then, but if the child, as the child wishes, would that work, you think, Mrs. Whittle, something like that? I mean, that sounds like what everybody wants to do. Does that make sense? Or as long as the child's in agreement, I mean...
I like that verbiage, like, if we keep it in, but, it's given the child a lot of control, but at least could be enforceable.
Well, I'm not terribly opposed to that.
I mean, there's only 2 more years of this before she's old enough. There's no reason to fight for any of it, but I don't feel that I should have to give up any of my rights as a parent because of there's no basis on any reason why they were taken in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I can understand your point. I don't, just to be frank, I mean, I haven't purposely, I have not read the prior orders in this case, and I don't want to, I don't know much about it. You know, but I really wanted to leave everything kind of blank in my mind until I actually have a chance to hear everything myself. And I know, you know, I just in general know that you guys have been through a lot in this 4th and July letter, been through a ton. And I know that it's super stressful. Or it doesn't be stressful for everybody. kind of thinking like some language, how I want to write something up. I'm not opposed to her having some, pretty heavy, probably more than your average kid say in this. I mean, my primary focus really, that's where I kind of, at the end of the day, that's where your two goals, Mr. Judy and Mrs. Pryor, what you're thinking about is different than what I'm thinking. Because what I'm thinking about is what is best for your daughter. Hopefully you all are thinking about that, but I know how these things go, so that may not be, exactly what you're thinking about right now. So I'm just trying to envision, where this all kind of leads you all and her, like 6 months from now when we're all gone and, we're all working on other cases, where we're going to be from a practical standpoint, and I don't want Delilah to have to, switch in between two of you. And I sure don't want you guys to have to come back to court again. It's crazy expensive and not a particularly good method for resolving issues involving 15, 16, and 17 in my sometimes, let me throw this out there too. I'm not thinking, however, you guys write this up, and if Delilah has some veto powers here, I'm not opposed to that. She's a really good craftsman of words here, so we've got to get on it. And on occasion, we have appointed, people as parent coordinators, which would be like Mrs. Biddle, could stay on for some period of time if there are bumps in the road.
I did address that issue with Ms. Briner. She has no interest in giving a
I can
PC.
understand why not. It's not. It's mostly, it's good, and it's good for super high conflict folks. And you all, if you may be in that category, you may not. I don't know, but hopefully not.
I'm not trying to fight. If my daughter wants to come home in 6 months, my door's always open to her. If she wants to stay with her dad, she's more than welcome to stay with her dad. She's 15 years old. There's some weight to that where she wants to be, Maybe she didn't want to be there at first and now she's gotten used to it, and that's fine. I don't need to be pulling her and ripping her away like it was happening to her a year ago. It doesn't need to be done. She was stable in the same school. Let her finish high school where she started, because they've already moved her once. I'm not trying to move her around like that. I kept her in the same school for a reason. So if she wants to stay with her dad and finish out her high school career in Montana, that's fine. If she wants to come back home and be back at home, she's always welcome in my home.
That's right. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. We're going to get there. I really think with that kind of attitude, it's really just a drafting problem, because I just think we're 80% there,